Good Friday morning, everybody. Come on in. It's breakfast time. Got the family here, so I got to do a big old Jethro breakfast this morning. Okay, got my eggs and my cheese over there, my butter, my big old pot of grits here. This will feed probably 6 people. That's how many I got. 6 to feed. Got them cooking. Been had them on now for about 10-15 minutes, so got to get a little cream going on there because we want some nice, creamy, rich grits. So I already had some sugar or something. Got sugar on the mind, y'all. Got some salt in the water. About eight cups of water to a cup and a half of uncooked grits. Let's get them going. I'm going to have to add a little bit more water to them to keep them nice and moist. Because I cook my grits for about an hour, y'all. They're nice and soft. I don't like no grainy grits, so I'm going to pour a little bit more. I need a little bit more water in there to thin them out a little bit. And I check them as I go along to keep them thinned out. So we're going to have us a Jethro breakfast this morning. I'm going to do some salmon croquettes. I'll show y'all in just a sec here. Go through those grits and make sure there's no lumps because nobody wants lumpy grits. And of course at the end there I want to put the butter in. So I got them going now. They're good to go. The girls are here. Savannah helped me last night to do the chicken salad, so I think she's getting dressed this morning. So I don't have my sous chef this morning. Not to worry, because I got it going on, y'all. So I'm going to go ahead and cover the grits and let them cook and get the bacon going. And by the way, this is real bacon. Can y'all smell it? Look at that. That's real hickory smoked bacon there. So y'all know it's got the whole house smelling. This is that bacon I bought out of the commissary that got such a good deal on it. So we're going to let it crack, sizzle, and pop there in the skillet. So we're going to have bacon, eggs, salmon, and cheese grits. And I'll probably throw a little bit of toast in over there. And by the way, y'all, I'm still on my no to low carb. So the only thing I'll probably eat just a few grits. I mean, can't pass up grits. Can't pass the carbs up every single time. But I'll have some eggs. A salmon probably, and a strip of bacon, a little bit of grits. So I'm still keeping it light, trying to stay on task with this, getting my counts down for my A1C. I got to go to the doctor on Monday, and I'm just really curious to see what that A1C is. I'm about 12 pounds down in weight, so I got that going for myself. And I'm still watching those carbs and those sweets, y'all. So while I let this bacon cook, I'm going to go ahead and get the salmon started. And by the way, this is not like the pink salmon. If you ever heard of, well, you know, back in the day, we used to have what we call mackerel. And I think that's a cheaper cut of fish, if you will. A very inexpensive kind of fish. So I see my sous chef is down. She must have got dressed up. Hey, and all pretty. Ooh, y'all got to see her this morning.
Hi, you guys.
Look at how pretty she is. She's pretty anyway. She went and got all dressed up. So I'm gonna let her probably help me do the eggs since I got everything else going. So you'll be seeing my sous chef this morning. After also there's Savannah. She's back to help out again this morning with breakfast. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is get back over here to the bacon. Get me a bowl going for my eggs. So I think, Savannah, do you know how to crack eggs and get them? Okay, so this child knows it all. She's really a chef in real life, and in another life we didn't even know about it. So I'm gonna let her get the eggs prepped, and we will be right back. Okay, y'all, we're back with Miss Savannah again. So chef in training. So she's gonna do the eggs. So Savannah, show me what you got. I'm just gonna let her go with that first one. So whatever happens with it, it happens with it. So we're gonna see how. Let me turn your eggs a little bit more room. So show me how you crack your eggs. Something. Okay. Show me how you crack your eggs. Okay, let's get in on it. Let's get in on it and see what's going on. See what she been holding out all them cookies. Look at that. Okay, there's a bag right there, baby. Did y'all see how she just cracked that egg gently? So somebody's been teaching her. So mama been teaching you how to talk to you, or did daddy teach you how to do that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we know she had some training. She been in training, so we got an experienced chef. So come on, go ahead and do your next one. We're gonna do. Let's see, there's 6 people. We're gonna do about 10 eggs. Okay. This child knows exactly what she's doing, y'all. She knows exactly what she's doing. She does. And remember now, Savannah is 7. Okay? Now, remember I told y'all many times, I started cooking in the kitchen with my grandmother, real cooking about 10 years old. But when I was about Savannah's age, I started learning. My mom taught me how, look at her, drop the shell. She knows how to get the eggshell. Like, she's 7. Can y'all believe this? I'm gonna have to look. If I had a restaurant, I'd give her a job right quick. Can you believe she's 7 years old and she knows how to crack eggs and get them in the bowl? A little piece of shell fell in there. She knew how to get it out. So, not only is she talented, she's cute. She's just cute as a button. You see your grandbaby over here cracking these eggs? Yeah, she's doing the eggs for me. Yeah. She had told me a long time ago she wanted to come help me cook video, so I'm videoing her and she's cooking. So she's gonna be on YouTube. This gonna be our newest YouTube star right here. Yeah, she knows how to get these eggs done. We're gonna get Kayla down here too and see what she got. I'm so excited and proud because it just reminds me of when I was growing up. I always wanted to be in the kitchen with my grandmother and my mom when they were cooking, so I learned. So this is how Savannah is able to do this. You can tell she's been in the kitchen with her mom and she learned well. Give you a napkin in case you need a napkin there. I'll tell you what, I'm amazed. Learning anything is all about starting out as early as you can and getting the best instruction. That's why I say it's so important to take time with children and let them do the thing. Now, she might be a famous chef one day, who knew? Or if this just teaches her further how to take care of herself. And I think, we hats off to the parents, because they apparently have been teaching her, and I'm excited about that, because that's what my parents did with me. So this is attributed to my nephew. He's a good kid. We sat and had a good long talk last night. 28 years old, and he is trying to raise his daughters like they need to be raised, and not only just their social skills. They need to learn some survival skills, and learn how to cook is a survival skill. And knows what she's doing. I told her we're gonna do. How about go ahead and do 2 more, Savannah? We're gonna make it an even dozen of eggs that we're gonna do this morning. And see, this is what it's all about: getting those kids in there and teaching them those basic skills. Because I know a lot of teenagers don't even know how to do this, and I'm gonna tell you the truth. And sometimes it's because they don't want to learn. Other times because we don't want to take the time to teach them. So I don't have any issue with teaching a child how to cook. So you got your eggs done. And I'm going to show you a little trick. I don't know, you may already know this trick. I'm going to show you how to get the bitties out. Y'all know what the bitties are, the little white things. In the eggs. I'm going to show her how to get those out. She might surprise me and already know. But nonetheless, it's just an additional thing for her to learn. Okay, I'm going to show you how to do one more thing. Let me get you a paper towel. There you go. Okay, we're going to take the eggs. We're going to get down here. I'm going to show you how to do this, Savannah. We can go ahead and get the eggs out of the way. Get them over here to the side. Okay, now, and y'all know me, I be trying to get, you see these little things right there, them little white things, you know how to get those out? All you have to do is just sort of like, these are not real bad. I don't see now that's kind of kind of lift up on it like that when it comes up. See that little thing there right there? That's what you want to get rid of. I'll put it right there so when you get them out, you don't have that far to reach. So you want to try it? Okay. See how she just ready to do stuff. Some of them are floating around in there. But like that's a big one now. So you can try to get that big one out right there. Okay. Get down in there. And one thing about it, she's got all the time in the world to work on getting it, and just have to be patient with it, and she'll get it. Okay, I'm off on the side over here. I'm prepping my salmon because I'm getting ready to, my mackerel. It's not salmon. We're not claiming. So we get this mackerel ready to go in the skillet. Okay, y'all taking note. Y'all see this baby getting these things out of here now. Okay, so anybody that's past the age of 7, let me see this spoon workout. You have to work out ways until get these things out. See if you want to try it. See if the spoon may work. Sometimes the spoon works. I'll just leave that fork right there in case you want to go back to it. Sometimes the spoon works. Or we're gonna get that rascal out of there. I got my Sous chef girl. She gonna be a chef. Yes, ma'am.
That's well.
Here, there's a napkin. You can get them right there. Look. See, that's what happens when you stick to a task and you're gonna look. There's more than one way to skin a cat, and she figured it out. Okay. Yeah, just sit it right there. If you want more coffee, let me know. Oh, you're welcome. We'll get ready to eat here in about 15 minutes. Okay, we're working, and I'm gonna let this run just to show y'all what you can do with a 7-year-old child, or when you take time with them and when they're interested in doing stuff. You have to do stuff with your children to teach them how to cook. When my kids were coming up, of course, I was a working mom, and I didn't have the luxury of doing all this kind of stuff to let my children. But I taught them how to do some basic things, and as they got older, but I didn't. When my daughters were 7, I was working. And, when they got the food, basically, it was on the table. So I was a career mom. I was a traveling mom. So I appreciate the fact that I can pass this on, because this reminds me of what my grandmother and my mother did with me to teach me how to cook. So, and I appreciate it to this day. That's why I can cook like I can cook now. Okay, thank you, darling. Okay, the next thing we're going to do, I'm going to get the whisk, and I'm going to let you start. Well, I'm going to let you beat the eggs, let you whisk the eggs. So you know how to do that part? Okay. Now she's going to try her hand at the whisking. See how she knows that you don't have to do it all hard and fast? Because it's the wrist action that's going to get those eggs to where they need to be. Let me get on this side maybe. Let's see in that bowl. See how those eggs begin to form the texture that we want them to form. She's just doing so well. Look at that little cutie baby. She's just the cutest thing you ever seen. And while she's whisking, I'm going to go ahead and put about a teaspoon of complete seasoning on the eggs. And then I'm going to do about a couple tablespoons of cream in there. Half a teaspoon of black pepper. And a good dash of salt. Okay, she is doing so well.
Launching the invasion to liberate France from the grips of Nazi Germany. There were 5 Allied invasion beaches, Omaha, of course, the most deadly for U.S. troops. But the U.S. was assigned another sector, codenamed Utah.
Okay, so I'm still working on this salmon over here. I think the eggs are whipped into shape pretty much. Now we're gonna switch over right here, and I'm gonna show you. We're just gonna let me make sure what this is. Make sure it's on there. Yeah. I'm gonna get in a little bit closer on my salmon. I'm just gonna get them mixed in really good.
At 98 years old, Ray is here with us today.
I'm gonna go ahead and put me 1 egg in that salmon and probably a 1/4 cup of cornmeal. Okay, so let's see. So what we're gonna do here, Savannah, if you want to try this, we're just gonna mash down in there to get all this, and then I'll fold it in, and then I'll go ahead and make the patty. So go ahead. I'm letting her do the salmon. We're mixing up a can of Bumblebee. Let's show you. This is Bumblebee Chub Mackerel. So we're mixing that can. Of course, you know, you take the little bone out of the center there, and I put in a couple tablespoons of flour, and poured about 2 or 3 teaspoons of the juice that comes out of the salmon. So we're gonna put this all together. I'll put enough meal in there to soak up all that juice. And I also put a teaspoon of complete seasoning in there, and about a half a teaspoon of black pepper. So I think we're gonna need a little bit more, put a little bit more flour in there. Okay. I'm telling you, this child has very good control of her hands, so that makes a lot of difference when you're cooking. Because I'm sorry, I walked away from the camera, but what I was saying is that it makes a lot of difference when you have a good control of your motor skills. When they're working well, then that helps you to feel your food, because you have to go through a feeling process when you're doing this, so you know, like she's doing that now, and when I'm going to turn it for her here in a minute, and you'll know when it's time to start making those croquettes, and we're going to get them in the skillet. And I'm going to drop them right into that same bacon grease.
There's always a chance. Do I want to? No, I'd rather not. But there's always a chance. As much of the talk.
General McKenzie said there are some signs that the additional U.S. military presence in the region is deterring Iranian behavior in certain areas. But tonight, the threat to Americans in Iraq remains high.
Okay, let me check. So she has successfully done the work that she's supposed to do as a sous chef. Here I am making a mess. I'm just going to turn these salmon to make sure. I might need to put just a little bit more of, just a little bit more. Oh, and also got a small onion chopped up in there. We got to have the onion in the salmon. Okay, I think just a little tiny bit more of, we want them nice. And when they hit that grease, we don't want them to fly apart, because we want that crispness in there. We're gonna have to cook these for about 20 minutes. Well, maybe 15, not quite 20 minutes. But you know, this Bumblebee brand of mackerel is a good brand. I like it. It cooks up really well. It has a real good flavor to it.
Looks really good.
It reminds me, it's like salmon croquettes. You know, the salmon, of course, costs a little bit more money. And we were raised on between this and salmon. In fact, when I was a child, salmon wasn't real expensive like it is now. So we could eat salmon every once in a while. But that mackerel, my grandmother used to love that mackerel. Okay. I think my sous chef did an excellent job. Give her a round of applause, y'all. We're going to pass her on to the next day. I tell you what. If she could be one of these children that could go on that Top Chef Junior, do you ever watch that on TV where the children cook? She could do one of those shows because see what you have to do is you have to have control of your hands and not where things don't slip out of your hands and stuff like that. So I'm not gonna ask her to stick her hands in these salmon. I'm gonna get them over here to the stove now. Beside the bacon. And okay, I'm getting the salmon over here to the stove. I'm gonna start dropping them right into that grease there. That grease is good and hot. I think I'm gonna leave all of it in there. It'll have a few little crusties on there, and I think I'll probably get about 10. So this is how you do this. Now we got these done, Savannah. Let me get that ring off there. About that much in your hand, and these are breakfast croquettes, so you don't want them real thick. So make sure that they're give me that jar. That the one you got your hand on. Thank you. I'm gonna put I'm taking time now to put a little bit more salt seasoning in there. And like I say, have that heat good and hot, but not too hot. And we're just not gonna make them big, thick patties. We're just gonna make them nice, cause like I said, these are for breakfast. Along with the salmon, of course, we're gonna have the bacon. So we got two meats, so to speak. But you did a beautiful job, Savannah. You should be able, after a while, honey, you be able, Mama let you get down in that kitchen. You can say, okay, I'm going to get breakfast started. So where's Kayla? I thought she was going to come down.
She's shy.
She's still shy. Look, y'all are close by now. The more y'all come down and help out, maybe when we do ice cream Sunday, maybe she'll come in and we'll get her to help us do some ice cream. Yeah, this 1 can of salmon, I'm thinking I'm going to get about 10 patties out of there. So, I hope I can get them all in the same pan. So how many is that now? Yeah, I'll get 10 patties out of here. Okay. Yeah, we'll move it. And you know what? You can't beat a salmon patty and some grits with some cheese in it. Lord, that's some good eating, Savannah. Have you ever eaten salmon? Yeah, okay, so this is some good food. See, we Southern eating girls. We like soul food. I came from a family where we came from a big family. Big families cook meals like this because they stick to you better, they last longer, and they taste better. Okay.
It's gonna be good.
Yes. And not only is Savannah a good cook, Savannah likes to eat too. So usually when you're a good eater, you usually can cook pretty good. Because one thing about being able to cook, when you get hungry, you can get in that kitchen and cook your own food. Right, Savannah?
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Once me and Kayla made cookies before and they tasted so good.
Really? What kind of cookies did y'all make?
We made peanut butter with pumpkin spice.
Ooh, that sounds good. So we're going to let these salmon go ahead and cook. They got to cook about 15 minutes, I believe. So we're going to let them cook and we'll be right back. Okay, we're starting to turn the salmon. So what I'm telling Savannah here, when you know to turn the salmon, because they're very soft, so you want them to firm up. You know that they're ready to turn when you can see about that much of brown. See how that's browning around that edge right there real good? And you have to keep that heat on medium high. Okay, I'm going to put that little piece up there. And you know that one's ready. See that how nice and crispy it is on that side? And then you just go on to the next one. Turn it. Okay. These ones here, let's see. That was the last one I put in, I believe. I'm going to move that one sort of out of my way. That one's in the way. I'm going to let these cook a little bit longer, let them crisp up a little bit more, and then I'll flip them. See, like that one there, I flipped it a little early, and it was the biggest one. So you just have to be careful with that. But they will firm up for you, and that little crispy edge will let you know it's time to flip it over. We're excited about these jack mackerels. And a lot of people won't eat jack mackerels because they say, I cook them the same way I cook regular salmon croquettes, and they taste just as well. So we're going to let these continue to cook, and when we deal with them again, we're going to be taking them out of the pan and draining a little bit of grease off of them. So we'll be back. Okay, y'all, I believe our mackerel patties are ready. What I'm going to do is just go ahead and start taking them out. Put them right over here by the bacon. I think we ended up with 10 patties. Exactly 10 patties. Let those three look like they need to stay in there a minute longer. So we're going to just flip it and let them cook. Not to worry. Okay, and then the last thing we're going to do will be the eggs.
So after those, we're going to put patties in there.
I think I might change the skillet. That one's hot, and I'm going to try to wash it right away. Okay, we're getting the last three out of the pan. See all them little crumblies like that?
Yeah.
Honey, I will take them little rascals and throw them right in my grits. I love them. I'm going to put them right there on top of that patty. It's all part of the meal. Yep. So, last one.
I can't wait to eat breakfast.
Okay. So, I think the skillet is good and hot. I'm going to go ahead and clean the skillet up. And we can go ahead and do the eggs right in this pan. That way I don't mess up another pan. So, salmon patties and bacon are ready, y'all. They're ready for consumption. So hold on while we clean out the egg pan. I'll pan up for the eggs. Be right back. Okay, y'all, we're back. Savannah's back. She's gonna help me do the eggs. She cracked the eggs, got them stirred up. Now we're gonna cook the eggs. So what I'm telling her about eggs, egg cooking is a slow process. So what we need to do is make sure that the skillet is not too hot. Okay, so I've turned it off because I mean you can't fry eggs with high
That
heat.
looks like a fish.
She said it like a fish. Okay, we're gonna get them in there. Get this out of the way, and this is how you fry eggs. Okay, I know that grease is hot, so I've turned the heat off. So this is how you fry eggs, like this.
Oh, I know how to do it.
Do that?
Yeah, I did that before.
You did? Okay. So you just keep pushing. Well, let me get it turned like that. Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to push like that. Don't scramble them just yet. Just get it pushed some more to the side. And what you're actually doing is you're letting the raw egg come out into the skillet and slowly cook. Okay? Now you can sort of do that. See that? Now I can turn my heat back on because I noticed that they're not fried. I'm not hearing that sizzle. But what I don't want is I don't want those eggs. I can't do them eggs when they get brown under the bottom. So, okay, so come on, go ahead and push. Just push, sort of push them around in the pan at this point. Okay. Turn that heat down. There you go. See how she just take instructions so well. She knew just when to bring the solid part of the eggs back into the liquid part. So you see, eggs really should take, most people cook eggs, scrambled eggs in 2 or 3 minutes. Scrambled eggs should take 5, 6 minutes, and as many as there are of this, you want to fold them. You don't want to necessarily, because you scramble them when you're cracking them and getting them mixed together. When they get to this point, you're mixing. And you're just sort of pushing them. So let me see what's going on under there. Just sort of flip like that to get those off the bottom because we don't want nothing to get brown. Okay. And I'm at the point now. Remember I told you whenever you're cooking, Savannah, remember, taste your food before you serve it. That's simple means that's cooking 101. If you serve something that does not have enough salt in it, no excuse, because you're supposed to taste it to make sure it's salted enough, peppered enough, or whatever seasoning it is that you're putting in. So this egg right here is done enough. I can go ahead and taste that. I'm gonna make sure I got enough salt before I finish the cooking process. Perfect. I don't have to put in more salt. Now what I'm going to do, I need a not hot surface. I'm going to go ahead. I don't want to let you do this. I don't want you to burn yourself. But the eggs are ready to come out of the pan, in other words, now. So what we're going to do, so they might see how nice and fluffy those are, pretty eggs. Because you didn't fry them right real fast and they don't look like little popcorn balls. Nice fluffy eggs. We like fluffy eggs. I'm going to go ahead and dip them right now. These eggs are ready to roll. Turn that off.
Here.
Okay, y'all, I took the eggs out for safety reasons, and I'm sure Savannah could have done it well, but I don't want to take any safety risk with her getting burned or anything like that. So the eggs are done. I'm going to put my little trigger right there. I'm going to get these eggs back into frame. Okay, how about that for perfect eggs, y'all? Okay, so now we about ready to serve it up. Now, I'm hungry this morning. I'm real hungry. Okay, so we can.
You know, gloves on face.
I'm sorry.
You don't have no gloves, cause you know.
I can't work with gloves. I can't work with.
Well, I mean,
My girlfriend.
Hot.
Oh yeah, it's hot, but these hands. My friend who owns a restaurant gave me these nice restaurant gloves, and I forget them because when I put them on, I feel like somebody holding my arm. So yeah, for safety's sake, I really should, but I rarely do. Okay, that was my brother-in-law told me I need to put some gloves on, and some of y'all have told me before too, but y'all know me. Okay, the last thing we got to do is go ahead and get the butter into the grits. So the grits are ready. Let's take the lid off and sit it right there. Eggs are ready. That's my salmon and bacon. I'm just going to reach in the oven and pull that toast out of there because it's ready. Let's get us a nice little plate to put it on. Then we can go ahead and y'all can get your plate. Sit back, relax, and enjoy your meal. Okay? So we got some Raisin Toast going on over here. Savannah did the Raisin Toast, y'all. Tell you, I'm hiring her. I am hiring her. Yes, indeed. Let me see. So, get these eggs. We're about ready to do this thing, y'all. We're ready to sit down and
Looks so good.
Okay. There's a grit spoon. Get us some tongs going for the meat. There we go. Whoops. Let me have that stick of butter. We gotta go ahead and this time put the butter in the grits now. I try to sort of put that in. We're gonna just put that whole thing right, just drop it right in the middle Drop it lightly now because I don't want nothing to splash on you. Just let it, there you go. Just pull it off and put it right on in there. Yay, she got the butter in there. So now I'm just going to give it a little bit of a stir. And you know, real butter is not yellow. So if it's something, you putting something in grits that's real yellow, it's margarine. This is real butter. So it won't look like a lot of butter, but trust me, there is. So we're ready to sit back, relax, and enjoy this meal. I want to just thank y'all. Come on, Savannah, we get ready to shut it down now. Because this meal is ready to serve up. Okay. So, you can stand right there by the stove. This is going to be your meal. Okay, there's Savannah. She's a proud chef. Come a little bit over, like right there. Because we want to see that pretty face. Y'all look. Future chef of America, of North Carolina anyway, for right now, for the time being. So, we have prepared a pot of grits, some nice fluffy eggs, good old crispy bacon. Let me move the spoons out of the way. Ooh, and our salmon and our toast is trying to run off, y'all. I want it to stay there so you can see it. So we got some nice raisin toast. What Savannah did, put that butter on the plate and dab that butter onto that toast. She did a great job in all of these dishes. And see that back there, those nice mackerel croquettes and nice crispy bacon. And there is the little chef. Who knew that the chef was gonna come at this point in my life? So I got my help, y'all. So listen, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in and watching me cook and for hanging around and for welcoming Savannah into the fold of our cooking show. And like I always say, keep those prayers going up so the blessings will continue to come down in your life. And we know we have to pray without ceasing, as I always say, because there's so many things going on in the world today that if we don't pray, who's going to do it? So remember, keep the prayers going up so the blessings will continue to come down. And until I cook again, love you guys. Thank y'all for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe now. Send me a comment. Let me know what y'all think about Savannah so I can pass it on. They're leaving out today, but she'll be back because they're close by now. So she'll be back again soon. So I want her to know that you appreciate what she did here today. So come right here, Savannah, so you can say, she's going to say toodles for me. So until I cook again, love you guys. Go say what you want to say to them.
Toodles. See you guys later.
Thank you. And over there, that's brother-in-law. That's grandpa. Look. She's running. Look at Michaela running. She's pretty as pie. But anyway, until I cook again, maybe next time we can get Savannah. We can get Michaela in here and get her to cook. And maybe even mom or dad or somebody. Because y'all know I'll grab anybody that wants to cook. So, toodaloo.